incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Put it on and I let go. Selfish now. Story for living if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still.
Hello, everybody, it's the Coach. This is a special edition of the NFC. All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This is Barkley. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because it was already against their defense. But I think even more so, these want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Manning.
He completes it to Tate. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards of first down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Manning's throw complete to Tate. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Manning. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now. Manning under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Saquon Barkley running right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Well, there was a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And the kick by Rosas is good. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you can see yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Not taking.
On 2nd down and 4. Manning over the middle, complete. That's
Tate.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. find that area, let your quarterback hit you.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Don't say nothing. Go.
Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
No, bitch.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy.
What are you talking about?
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
Of course they make a touchdown. Why wouldn't they?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Manning got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Manning now on 1st down. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks as always.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but my stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They only got a... And that makes this 2nd and 9. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Barkley.
Whoosh.
And now running right through it. That one good for 33 in the first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. His throw caught. What about the 5?
Up offensive lineman. When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Barkley. Oh, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From the 38, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man. This is Tate. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tabasco with got a few demons up here, but Jesus.
Hello, the first one? Okay.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there. A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going down to be able to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, Mary, and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do?
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They'll run with McKissick. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Completes it to Dixon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a fourth down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Manning, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass, and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily.
It's coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in
the spot,
everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Still going. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is, sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw.
Hey, you could have caught that. You could have caught that, bro. You could have caught that. Jeez, String, it's gonna be a long game. Holy, bro. Jesus.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to come up a few yards short.
Come on, we gotta get a 1st down. He can't let me the goal in.
Good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? Now, it looks like Green Bay's got this thing.
Come on, Saquon, you got this.
The Jermaine curse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. The Super Bowl, they won that one. They beat the Colts.
A couple of more memorable ones for sure. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Let's go, fam. Super Bowl. That'll be my next stream, probably not tonight, because I'm a little bit right now, but maybe tomorrow morning or later on that afternoon, right? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're on, and yeah, peace.